got something going, but I want to just go live. All right. Well, I think that we've got something. We made something work, but
it says we're live on YouTube.
Yeah. So there was, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Gannon? Sorry for all of the, even more of the technological challenge, but it's good that we kind of figured it out. So we're here. Gannon, I don't know if you're still on that other video, but if you can, let other people know that we're on a different channel now. Zach, what's going on? I'm trying to get Pastor Michael back now.
Yeah.
And then I got to text Liz and let her know.
Which link?
Yeah. Weird. What's the password?
There wasn't a password.
There wasn't?
No, not with the link.
Man, all kinds of weird stuff going on this evening. That's all right. Now I got to get Pastor Michael back into this room here that I created. To find. Come on, man. I don't remember the password. All right.
It is weird to see like the 2-second video delay.
Yeah, you don't watch it because it's like it's challenging. And then so guys, we experience like this video delay from like when you submit your comments and questions like that. It's like probably like a 6-second video delay, and then the actual video itself is probably like a 20-second video delay. So it's a little challenging, the delay that we experience. So as we're reading your questions and as they come in and things like that, just we'll try to do our best to manage like the little delay that we're experiencing on our end. Pastor Michael, you finally made it back. Welcome.
Did it.
It's good to nice to have you here. We appreciate you.
It wouldn't be us if there wasn't technical difficulties, right?
No, absolutely not. And it's so weird because I thought that we had it down after last time. It's like, okay, we got it figured out. Had everything running smooth. The video was ready to shoot right at 7:15. We came on a little early to get it prepared, and no, none of that. None of that happening.
The test always works, but not the live.
Why is that? Why is that? Because I thought that
we got it though. That's what matters.
Yep, that's it. So everyone's jumping back in from
there we go.
The old link to the new one.
I feel like at this point, guys, you should just be like, no, that whatever first one we put out isn't going to be the one that's going to work. So just get ready to migrate to a new one.
That would actually help prepare you for the challenge of why is this not working type of
exactly
thing. Yeah.
All right, just making sure everyone's migrated over. Looks like we're doing good.
Hi, Nicole.
Oh yeah, look at that. Kate responding to the chat already. She's like a veteran of Evening Table.
That's right. We're not even veterans of it yet.
Well, no, not at all. It would be a very stretched truth to say that we were anywhere close. Obviously, we can't even get the thing to start on time. So
Hey, that's not our fault. I blame Zoom or YouTube. I blame something other than us. That's what I.
absolutely, it's one
That's
of
the
the
important part.
Blame the technology. You're probably not wrong.
Exactly right. But I was telling Will earlier, it's like it's hard to blame it too much when it's free. It's like, well, it's buggy, but it's free.
Like, what can we do?
Right. There we go. All right. I think we got everyone over. Now we're talking.
Yeah. Now we're cooking with gas. So I wanted to start with a question, like I always do, but because all of these like crazy challenges that happened, I didn't have a question. Gannon or Kate Gannon says, "What's going on?" Hey guys, so obviously we've got Kate on the show tonight. For those of you who don't know, Kate Hobbs, she was basically born in Campus Bible Church. I don't think literally, but kind of figuratively. She's been at campus all of her life, and Fresno all of her life for the most part, other than going on her mission trip to Vietnam. And now she's leaving us. Kate, where are you going?
I am moving to Virginia for graduate school.
Virginia or graduate school? What school?
I'm going to James Madison University.
James Madison University, the party school. I'm kidding.
Actually, apparently it sort of is. I found that out after I accepted.
Not why you chose it.
No, definitely not.
And what are you studying?
I am getting my doctorate in audiology.
Doctorate in audiology. So I'm gonna have to call her Dr. Kate here pretty soon.
And I think you also need to explain what that is, because for those who don't know, I totally do.
But I had to ask. Yeah, good point.
Audiology is hearing and sound science. So it has to do a lot with anything involving the ears. So like hearing loss, hearing aids, cochlear implants, and then also whatever balance stuff is related within the inner ear. So
wow.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Very very detailed and very interesting that you I was gonna say that we can get to like questions after I do my icebreaker, but I just, now that you mentioned it, I might as well ask the first one. And then guys, you are very welcome to put in all the questions that you want.
Bring the questions
about Kate. Kate has also been serving and on the Palm worship team at our Palm campus, and she's also been serving in the Palm Youth Ministry for the past like 18 months or so. Yeah. And so it's very painful for me to see her go, but we're glad to have her on right before she leaves. So, and she's leaving on Sunday.
Wow.
So, driving across country to Virginia, with her family. So that should be a fun little one more time that you get to spend time with your family for a couple of days driving in a car across country. So anyway, ask Kate as many questions as you can in the chat. And then, Pastor Michael and I will kind of throw out our questions.
We already got a question
as well.
Gannon already asked what instrument
to listen to, what instrument to play.
I'm guessing he means when Pastor Will said that you play on the Palm team.
Oh, okay. So I used to play piano, but I gotta be honest, I haven't actually done anything with the piano except for like picking out my line. I can still read music, but I cannot play piano well enough to do it. So yeah, it's something I want to work on, but I won't have a piano when I move. So
those are hard to move.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I just sing on the team.
That's an instrument that works.
Yeah, vocal cords.
That's right.
Place those vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Kate, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Left or right?
Let's go left.
Pastor Michael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Oh, 6.
Okay, this is a weird one. Yeah, sure. I don't even know how to ask this question if you don't have this item. It says choose the top 3 items in your locker.
It's a tough one. It's back when we had lockers in.
I was gonna say then that's kicking me all the way back to high school. So
right?
I mean that's actually kind of a fun throwback right there.
Okay. So, if you guys don't have a locker, then I don't know.
Well, what would you put in yours?
Items that you would put in your locker
Yeah.
if you were at school. But the question is still posed to Pastor Michael and to Kate. The top 3 items in your locker.
Top 3, as in top 3 things that are most prone to be in my locker, or my favorite things in my locker?
That's a good question. How about the most interesting things that are in your locker?
I feel like no matter what, Kate, your answer is gonna be better. Mine was only books. That's all I had in my locker.
Well,
that was it.
So I went to Clovis North, and the only lockers, it was like a new school, and they were like, kids keep drugs in their lockers, so let's only give them PE lockers. So everything that I think of when I think of lockers is around PE. So think sweaty gym clothes, think there was definitely at least 1, if not 2 bottles of Bath and Body Works body spray.
Of course.
In there, because you got to smell nice after after PE. And I think, I mean, I typically like shove my backpack in there, so whatever was in my backpack. But no, I gotta confess, I was gross with my PE clothes. I was lazy. They got washed maybe like twice or 3 times a year.
I was literally just thinking that. I'm like, I don't know if I ever took my PE clothes home. Never thought about it.
Oh man.
Magic of the locker. It cleans it every time.
I love it.
Oh wait, I just thought of something. So in high school, I did badminton. And so during badminton season, my badminton racket and gear.
There you go. That's better. Both Gannon and Zach were amazed I said books. I don't mean like school books. It wasn't like I was an avid reader. I just kept textbooks in my locker. That's all it was.
Not like I was doing extra work at school.
No, definitely not. What about you, Pastor Will? What was in your locker?
So for sure it was like all sports stuff. So like Old Spice deodorant or like Axe body spray,
Oh, you were one of those.
All boys in high school were one of those.
High school.
That's true.
Yeah, it goes without saying that you have Axe body spray, and several people have it and we're like sharing it. So yeah. I also had so this was kind of, I had like some, we called in the military, they're called shower shoes, but basically like the cheapest pair of flip-flops that you can find. Those were a must in the locker. You guys already both said like PE clothes, so I'm not going to say that one. I would guess like the other thing is like I had an extra pair of like football cleats, because I don't know, I had 2 like pairs. Like one of them were like really nice, but they were old and ripped, and the other pair were like the pair that I got when I first learned how to football, so they weren't super nice. And so I just always had the old pair just in case like the new pair like kind of broke down or whatever. So I just always had like a spare pair of like cleats in my locker. But
that reveals a little bit about who Will is as a person, though. Prepared, right? Prepared.
Also 2 pairs of shoes
from a young age. Yeah, from a young age. Yeah, I don't know if it's like I do that at my house right now too. Like currently, like I have like a pair of like Crocs by the door, and I have a pair of like slippers by the back door, and I have a pair of like slides by the garage door. And they're all like cheap pairs of shoes, but I just don't want to walk to like different parts of like the house to go like grab my other shoes. Like, so I'm also kind of like lazy, I guess, in that sense, or practical, however you want to label me. But I've got like, if I need to go outside, I want like the shoes there already. I don't want to have to go get them and then have to go outside, so.
Yeah.
I mostly walk around the house asking, has anyone seen my shoes? That's usually what I end up doing.
Oh, man.
All right, we got a question here. This is for, of course, everyone. We'll start with Kate, though. What's your favorite movie? And because there's a delay, everyone at home, as soon as you hear this question, start thinking and typing in yours while we answer, so that we have the thing going.
Yeah.
Favorite movie.
It's so hard without genres,
It is so hard for me to.
Okay, just say like the first one that came to your mind. That'll probably be the easiest way to answer.
Might not be your favorite, but it's probably the easiest way to answer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Inception then.
Ooh, nice.
That's my favorite movie.
Nice.
Man,
Wow.
right?
That is awesome. Yeah.
That's really good.
That was one of the only movies I saw like in theaters with no expectations. I didn't know anything about it. My friend just invited me. Make sure I'll go see a movie. And the whole movie, I was like, my mind was blown for 2 hours. Just like,
yeah. And for some reason, okay, this will be the part that'll blow your mind. The rest of my family is not thrilled with the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love it. I think it's amazing. So there's a family copy of Inception, and I am taking it with me when I move to Virginia. I have been given permission. I'm very
rightfully so. Rightfully
nice.
so. Yeah.
Nice. Ooh, somebody said Interstellar. That's a pretty good one.
Another Christopher Nolan movie. That's right. So I was really bummed out because Tenet is the next Christopher Nolan movie that was going to come out, I think, like right about now.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Here we are. Napoleon Dynamite, classic.
Love it. Yeah, Tenet delayed. It's kind of sad and unfortunate, but
it was. Lord of the Rings, someone said.
Good things.
Zachary said the whole trilogy, all of them.
Somebody said not Napoleon Dynamite.
That would be me.
Well, Gannon has a wide Up by Pixar or Saving Private Ryan. Those are different genres.
They're both movies that will make you cry.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Completely different. Yeah, Up was like next level in the feels, for real.
Yeah.
It had,
which I didn't appreciate, because you go to a Pixar movie to be happy.
Yeah.
And like 5 minutes in, I was like, what are they doing?
Hey, did I send you? Oh no, I sent you the pitch meeting for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Have you seen Onward? Movie Onward?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's the latest like Disney.
The newest Pixar one, right? Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That was another one that was supposed to be in theaters, but then they pushed it off to.
Yeah, just Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, yeah.
I have Disney Plus. I might do that when I'm all alone.
It's a good movie. There's like this part of the movie at the end that's like really good, and it's like it gets you in the feels or whatever. And then so like, Michael, you would understand and appreciate this. Like on the pitch meeting, the guy's like, "Oh, so this is how we get the tears." He's like, "Yeah, this is how you get the tears. I was told that was like a must for Pixar." And the guy's like, "Yeah, Pixar runs on tears."
Yeah, it's a Pixar thing. It's like Monster. You think Monsters Inc. screams or laughs? No, it's tears.
Yeah, Pixar runs on tears. Yeah. So I never said mine. I think that,
hear that
first movie that just pops right into mind is Avengers: Infinity War.
I knew you were gonna say it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's really hard. Like Inception is up there for me. What's another movie that was?
So wait, Will, for you, it's Infinity War over Endgame?
Yes, actually.
Interesting.
And it's really like Endgame was like, it was incredible. It really was, especially because it like kept you waiting. But like Infinity War was like, because it was like kind of like the first of its kind type of thing. Like Endgame was like, it was closing the book and the chapter on everything.
Endgame was basically part 2.
Yeah. So like Infinity War was like, man, this is incredible. And Endgame was more of that incredibility, and then like closing the chapter on, the whole phase 3 or whatever it was that they were on. So it actually is oddly, but I mean, they're like, if I'm rating the two of them, they're like so close.
I would agree on that one. I actually feel like Infinity War, they're both great movies, but Infinity War had more surprises.
Yeah.
Because you knew that Endgame was going to resolve things. Like you didn't know how.
Absolutely.
You knew it was going to resolve things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we got lots of votes for Lord of the Rings coming in.
Oh, of course.
It's a good one.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Lord of the Rings.
How to Train Your Dragon 2, Knives Out.
Oh, Knives Out.
I still haven't finished watching it. I am halfway through and I haven't finished watching it.
Knives Out.
I'm amazed you could stop halfway through. It's like
well, it wasn't my choice. I was watching it on a plane. And
okay.
The flight ended.
That's always rough.
Yeah.
Can I just stay for another round? Like, can we just get back up in the air?
No, like flights are always delayed anyway, right? I could just stay and watch
Yeah.
it. I'm
Right.
really not doing anything for like the next 30 minutes. Let me just finish this. Come on.
Yeah.
We got Maze Runner on there. Revenge of the Sith. That's an interesting choice for a Star Wars one.
Maze Runner was good.
Maze Runner.
I think it was one of those ones that like it just felt so like weird. Like, I mean, not weird, like different.
Different, yeah.
This one did. You know, another movie's like that is In Time. Is it called In Time? With Justin Timberlake, where
Oh,
like
I thought-
time was the currency.
Uh-uh.
Oh, don't tell me you've never seen that movie.
I haven't even heard of it.
Same.
Wait, Justin Timberlake, the singer, he's acted?
Yes.
That's
Actually, he's been in
And
several
not-
movies.
yeah.
Trolls. Come on now.
True.
But he did sing majority of his lines. Anyway, yeah, In Time. Oh my gosh, how have you not heard of that?
No, got nothing.
I don't
Oh
know.
goodness, you are deprived. I feel so bad for you. It was one of the, it was just a great movie, and one of the reasons. So I was actually in church when I heard about the movie. So I was at church, and there was this pastor. He was a guest preacher from like out of town. He came and like preached in the pulpit, and I have zero idea what the message was about. So I feel bad as a pastor. Thinking about this, so I have no idea what the message was about. But he referenced the movie In Time, and he painted this like this illustrious picture about the movie. It was so great that I was like, I have to go watch this movie. And yeah, it was really cool. So like the premise of the movie is that like this is like set in the future, that everyone is born, and then you only live until you're like 25, and then once you live until you live until you're 27, I think. Yeah. So on your 25th birthday, there's basically like this clock that starts, and it's like it's like time on your arm,
Like counting down.
and it
Oh,
counts
I
down.
remember seeing a trailer
Yeah.
for that.
And it counts down. And so like once you like run out of time, then like you're no longer alive. So you only live to your 27 if you don't get more time. So like time is like the currency. So you have to, when you
I
pay
remember
your
seeing a
bills, you're paying in time, and when you're working, you're paying for time. So
Interesting.
really interesting movie. Yeah. Crazy concept for
Yeah.
That is. See, I like interesting concepts like that. We're such in like a thing now that it's like I love comic books and comic movies, but it's like either a comic book movie or a sequel or a redo. Like that's what we got right now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
Okay.
like
But I was thinking about that, and I realized that probably my favorite Marvel ever is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Good one.
my kids love that movie. Like,
Yeah.
absolutely love that movie. They're like, Dad, can we watch Miles? They like Spider-Man in general, but they can quote Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
oh, totally. Yeah.
Uh,
That was one of those ones that like we like rented it and watched it. I'm like, oh, we'll watch it for the kids. And I was like just as, if not more so into it than any of them were.
uh-huh.
And still like
They're
watch
like
the whole,
playing in their room or something.
yeah, I'm
like
like,
that.
shh,
Hey,
watch the movie.
keep it down in there.
This is the good part. Yeah, that was a great one.
Yes, Nicole, I agree. The Bourne series is amazing.
Bourne series. I
Yeah.
forgot about those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Although I
that
haven't watched any of the new ones.
was another
There's
one.
a few now, right? Like there's like 4 or 5 ish, something like that.
I don't know.
Cameron agrees that Infinity War is better. He's with you, Will.
Oh, nice. See, we got some Infinity War.
Infinity War fans.
Yeah, he said.
All right, bring some more questions, guys. That was a great one. We got going on that one for a while.
Oh yeah.
I'm still kind of honestly stuck on the fact that Gannon said Revenge of the Sith is his favorite Star Wars. That's still in the back of my mind. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm just saying interesting choice.
Well, didn't Gannon also say Up and Saving Private Ryan?
You did. Eclectic taste. Eclectic
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah, I mean, it's very not that those are not great movies, but
But as Kate rightly pointed out, they both have in common that they're both gonna get you.
Oh yeah.
Kate, before we get the next question, I have a question as to why audiology.
So it was one of those things. So I started off college as a psychology major. But I had taken AP Psych in high school, and my favorite unit was sensory and perception. So basically, like how your brain takes data from your environment and interprets it and presents it to you. And involved in that was hearing, and so that was one of my favorite units. Anyway, going along, I was actually at a youth event and was talking with Kathy Lowe, who attends campus. And she's an audiologist, and she started talking about it. And in my mind, I said, wow, that sounds really interesting, but I'm going to stick with audiology for now. Or I'm going to stick with psychology for right now. And, if something comes up, I'll switch to audiology. Always say something like that if you want God to change plans on you. I think I was approximately 2 weeks into my first semester of college, and I had already met with like one of the audiology professors at State and was like, I want to change my major. How do I change my major?
Wow.
So I found it, and first, it's super interesting to me. And at Fresno State, they also have, they integrate you in with like, you take ASL courses as well. And I chose to take more. So more than what was required because I wanted to, and I got to learn about deaf culture and get a certificate in conversational ASL, and just made some really amazing friends that way. So there's a lot of to it that I love, and there's also some really great ministry opportunities and all of that. So
cool.
That's yeah. I didn't. I mean, I think that you and I have talked about that before, but yeah, the ministry side of things is kind of what's really interesting to me, because I just imagine that there's a huge opportunity there, that most people just wouldn't think of on like a regular basis. So that's really cool that God put that on your heart, and then it kind of can open this door for all kinds of different things. So definitely something that I wouldn't be able to do, but just I'm not specifically gifted in, or don't have that like push or pull, however you want to look at it, to serve in that area. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you're leaving on Sunday. Now, how long how long is the program? How long will you be over there?
So the program is a 4-year program.
Wow. Okay.
But the 4th year is a clinical externship. So hoping and praying that Rona has been sorted out, and that I'm able to have that clinical externship. But that's one where it could be anywhere in the US, basically. So
okay. Could be anywhere.
Yeah, it's wherever the Lord leads me. So that's
Fresno. Hey, Nicole asked earlier what 3 things would you bring on a desert island?
Oh.
Okay. So I have to mention this just because I found this while I was cleaning out my room, and it was something from 8th grade where someone asked, what food would you bring to like on a desert island, or if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life on a desert island, what would it be? And I think my answer was a lot of food.
I like it.
So if I could bring 3 things, it would be like a magical God-blessed horn of plenty that would just provide food. If anyone has read Percy Jackson, like that's the horn I'm thinking of, where you can shoot hams out of it.
I've watched
I love how like the hypothetical question, you're doing a hypothetical answer. Like, well, if I could have anything.
Yeah, if I could have anything. So actually, I'm pretty sure that was in that was in the Heroes of Olympus series. Was that in I think that was in the House of Hades. So if anyone's read Percy Jackson, you know what I'm talking about. And then 2, I need sunscreen. I will burn. And then peel, and then be white again, and then burn, and then peel, and be white again. Yeah.
Process, yeah.
And 3rd, I would probably need something to entertain me. So, and preferably not a Wilson.
That's it. Fair.
Not a volleyball. So maybe, I know, I'll make this easy on myself. I'll do the Bible.
Yeah, good answer.
That's a pretty good answer.
Elizabeth, I like your answer. I agree. Costco is a great choice.
I love like the hypothetical answer, the magical horn device thing. And then there's answers in the chat of like practical, like realistic: knife, matches, water distiller.
Uh-huh.
Knife, flint, water distiller. I would just bring a boat. Like I'd bring a boat to get off the island. So
That's true.
one thing.
Gasoline as well.
Yeah,
true.
gasoline. Yeah, water distiller.
Gannon's bringing a huge mansion, a huge courtyard, and people to rule.
Like the Lord of the Flies, and I'm slightly concerned now.
Yeah, that could evolve into that rather quickly.
Funny. That's funny. Hey, I saw another question earlier. It said, Kate, what's your favorite anime? Or do you have a favorite anime?
I was gonna say it's funny because Pastor Will and I had a discussion about this just last Wednesday? So it was a week ago. I mean, okay. I haven't got in a huge amount of anime, but I am definitely currently rewatching The Last Airbender, Avatar: The Last Airbender. My favorite though is probably Sword Art Online.
Don't know what that is. So
I haven't watched all of it though. So that's my disclaimer.
It's always disclaimers are good, yeah.
As in, don't ask me about something that happens in season 3.
Don't give anything away. Yeah.
Don't give it away.
Oh man.
All right, we got another one here that says if you had to eat something for a whole week, what would it be?
Enchiladas.
Wow, quick answer.
Oh yeah.
Whole week.
So like that's breakfast, lunch, dinner? Like wow.
I have this amazing recipe.
Gannon says In-N-Out burger. It's a good answer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would get tired, I think, of In-N-Out breakfast.
I think you get tired of anything, but what could you at least
do? Spaghetti for me, I could. So,
I think I'd have
okay, so it'd have to be spaghetti. And Kate, what has to go with the spaghetti?
Cornbread.
Yep.
Interesting choice, but I admire it. Cornbread's always a good answer.
Because the cornbread, because it like can be sweet, then like that could play into breakfast a little bit more.
Smart.
Like if you don't eat the cornbread, then you can have just like lunch, and then it goes back to cornbread for dinner. So
like manna from heaven. It's like it just.
Pastor Michael, do you have a favorite anime?
I don't have any. So I don't. I want to say something, but I don't have anything to say.
So give some suggestions as to what anime.
What would be good to start on? Yeah. See, what would I even start with? I don't even know.
So I think that the Avatar: The Last Airbender falls in the category of anime.
Okay.
That definitely has to be. I mean, I think that's probably priority number 1 for me.
Yeah.
You've got to jump in.
Love it.
Yeah, it's such a great story. I mean, it's really good. It's 3 seasons. Really good place to start. Yeah, I also started I started watching this show just like I was on like I just typed in like volleyball on YouTube, and this anime called Hayaku or something like that like came up. So I've been watching like this anime about like volleyball for the past 2 weeks. It's it's kind of funny. I enjoy it.
That sounds like a fitting.
Yeah, exactly. Dragon Ball Z is a classic.
Okay, I take that back. I have heard of that one and seen maybe a few.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is just like an OG classic. Real, that's like your beginner's level of like anime. Like real anime people who are into it are like, Dragon Ball Z is not anime. I mean it is, but like because there's just like levels to it. So anyway, I'm interested. I don't know who asked that question, but I wanted to know. I was trying to go back to see who it was and then what their favorite anime would be.
Jonathan Oval.
Oh, all right, Jonathan.
Good question.
What's your favorite? Another question. Caitlin Cook asked, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh, is it Virginia?
It might be Virginia.
It's a tough one. Anywhere in the world.
So tough.
Man.
Gannon, congrats on the job at In-N-Out, by the way.
Gannon, you got it. Yes.
It must be exhausting working at In-N-Out nowadays because their line over there is
always
absolutely insane.
It makes the day go fast, though. There's that at least.
Yeah, for sure. You'd rather be too busy. I know it's tiring, but than be bored at work all day because that's not fun.
I'm honestly, basically, I know that anywhere else I'm gonna be moving, because God has called me there. So like I want to live in other places, like I want to live in other countries as well. Yes, I want to come back to Fresno, but I also know that God might have other plans, and so I I would be open to living in Europe. I would be open to living in Asia. I would be open to living pretty much it. I mean, okay, I've heard of some places like certain places in the Southeast Asia or in South America where like the bugs are bigger than you. I'm not sure if I would be down for that, but find some place where it's not like the bugs are bigger than me. Gonna
As
care.
long as the bugs are smaller than you, that's the requirement.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Kate, by chance, have you seen American Gospel?
I haven't yet. It's on my watch list, but I haven't watched it yet.
There's a story of a guy who's just like he felt like God told him to just like he and his wife. I told them like get up and go, so they got up and like left the United States and went to like this country and I want to say it's South America, and like he's just like showing like a video of like how they get water and all these different things, and like he's like he makes a comment that like he's like bargaining with the bugs. He's like, okay, like if you don't bite me today, and you could bite me twice as much tomorrow. And, like,
give me one day off.
Yeah, and it's just like a video of this like huge, like ginormous, like beetle. It's like the size of his hand, and like
No.
Yeah, for the sake of the gospel. So kind of interesting when you bring up the bugs thing.
All right, we got a few more that came in, so let's do a couple like quick word association ones. So where to go? The smell that is the most nostalgic. What do you got?
It's what is it? Is it fennel? Something basically like black licorice smell. So like a licoricey smell.
Okay.
Golly.
What do you got, Will?
Christmas trees.
There you go. That's a good one. Yeah.
What was it?
Christmas trees.
Mm-hmm.
Brings me back to being 6 years old.
Right.
Licorice reminds me of Christmas because fennel seeds are on the bottom of the cookies my Oma always makes.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. I'm so glad you clarified that because I was judging you so hard.
I do like black licorice though. So.
Yeah. Well,
back to judging.
I accept it with joy, and your licorice too. You can.
I've noticed.
Them
are
like
the only
people in the world who like black.
they take the judgment because they know it's coming, so they're
they're okay with it. Yeah. There's.
All right, one more quick one here. Great question. In and out or Chick-fil-A?
Oh no. I don't know.
Hard one.
Chick-fil-A for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a hard one for a lot of people, but not for me. In and out.
Yeah.
Down.
It's so hard for me. Can I like get my sandwich from In and Out and my fries from Chick-fil-A, and then I'll just be happy?
Ooh,
middle of the road.
That's interesting. You know what's so weird? Didn't we ask the 2 weeks ago? Didn't we ask the fries question? And we had a lot of we had some people say.
I think we did. We talked about fries.
People say Chick-fil-A fries. So that's interesting.
We talked about McDonald's fries, In and Out fries, all the different.
Oh
fries.
yeah. It was last week on Palm's Zoom. We talked about fries. That's what it was.
I think 2 weeks ago we did too on the evening table.
Okay.
So going back to the In and Out question, 3 times a day, I could have Chick-fil-A 3 times a day because there's so many options on the menu. You got grilled, you got fried, you got nuggets.
They even have breakfast food, don't they?
Salad, you got breakfast.
Yeah.
Lemonade. Chick-fil-A, they got 17 different sauces.
The sauces are amazing. I will say that.
Oh my goodness, I saw this huge like bottle of the sauces. You can order them on Amazon.
You can get Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yes, in like a ketchup bottle size like thing, you can order it on Amazon.
I was just gonna like put a straw in it and just like drink it down.
Frustrating.
Pump it directly into my That's what I'm gonna do. Just like I need it right now. Just
if anybody wants to like get me a Christmas present of Chick-fil-A sauce, I will take it. Thank you very much.
There you go. Is Chick-fil-A, is it a national, like is it back on the East or is it just out here?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
So you'll miss In and Out, but Chick-fil-A is still an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Hmm.
That's
But
true.
where am I going to find? See, that's the whole thing is that I'm at, like, I love In-N-Out and I also love Chick-fil-A, but it's like the Chick-fil-A fries and the In-N-Out sandwich, put them together. Where can I get that? At River Park.
It's true.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure some new things out.
Yeah.
How you're gonna where your go-to spots are gonna be, and then you're like up in the mountains too, right?
So I'm in a valley, another
Oh,
valley. I'm moving to another valley.
Valley to Valley.
right.
Yeah.
So Zach brought up that what about Sunday for Chick-fil-A? So the town that I grew up in, the one I'm currently back visiting right now, actually, there's no Chick-fil-A. There's really not much fast food at all. So we didn't really know much about Chick-fil-A, but then we moved like to the Sacramento area, bigger area, and they had Chick-fil-A. And one day after church, I'm like, hey, let's try that place out. And we drove over to it and like pulled up in the drive-thru and just like waited and waited. And I was like, what's going on? And finally, like, I guess they're closed. I'm like, this is a dumb place. They're not even open. And then I found out why they did that, and I felt bad. But at the moment, I had a lot of judgment and anger towards them.
I'll admit, I have as well, because growing up, like, that was the only time my family would eat fast food pretty much, was on Sunday afternoons after church. And so for years, I'd been hearing about Chick-fil-A, hearing about Chick-fil-A, hearing about Chick-fil-A, but I'm like, it's not open on Sunday. So, like, I'm not getting it. And then I think I was a junior or senior in high school the first time I had Chick-fil-A, because that was when I was going out with my friends by myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, life was changed.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely good. It's definitely good.
Mind blown.
All right, guys, as we're wrapping up, there is a bit of a delay again. So as we are going to start saying our concluding remarks, be sure in the chat, you guys all say something nice and wonderful about Kate, not only for joining us, but because she's going to be going across the country, driving across the country, which that sounds amazing. I feel like we have to like Zoom you in again after you get there just to hear about your trip. And like, tell us all about
that's
that.
the beautiful thing about Zoom is that we can.
Anywhere, all right? That's the cool thing.
Cross country road trip. I've never done that before.
Neither have I. Sounds amazing.
I'm excited. I haven't done cross country, but I have done large swaths of country, driving it. So yeah, this will not be my first trip back to the area, but it will be my first trip across the middle of the country. So that's what I'm excited for.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do have to ask one more question before we leave. Everybody say your goodbyes to Kate. Kate, what are you going to miss the most about campus?
Oh, good question.
That's an on the spot question for sure.
It's a stumper.
Sorry to put you in such a bad
Just
situation.
say Pastor Will.
I was actually thinking.
I know your answer is me, so you can say something else.
I was gonna say the teaching, because the teaching is really amazing, but I know that you can find good biblical based teaching elsewhere. And I found a couple churches that look really promising.
Nice.
So it's probably going to be the people. And so I grew up attending Maple, and now I've been attending Palm on my own for the past 2 years, I think. The rest of my family, 2.5 years, the rest of my family still attends Maple, except now we're all together at home. But just, I like being at Palm just because it's a lot smaller. And so it kind of reminds me more of what church was like when I was growing up, because campus didn't always used to be this huge. It was smaller. And so it's nice to go and like say, like, I recognize everyone here. And so, yeah, the people, definitely.
Good answer. I think one of the things that the whole time we're in right now, the COVID time, has shown us, at least, it's hard to connect when we can't see people face to face, but it is possible.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing that I've definitely been reminded and have been learning as we've been going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that might be it.
I think that's it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And thanks, Kate, for hanging out as well.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
So much fun. We appreciate you, Kate. And we will, I don't know, I guess catch you on the flip side. All right, good night, guys.
So long.